punta na tayo sa analytical, logical reasoning. So, etong logical reasoning, actually very important topic to even outside the civil service exam. Pero sa civil service exam, marami rin kayo ma-encounter na ganitong question. Ano ba yung logical reasoning? Usually, sa civil service exam, nasa yung yung mga type ng reasoning na pinag-aaralan is what we call yung deductive reasoning. So, deductive reasoning, usually meron kang mga premises or statements tapos naghahanap ka ng conclusion. Ano yung mga valid na conclusion or statements na pwede mo ma-infer or conclude based dun sa mga premises or other statements. So yun yung mostly ng reasoning sa exam is the deductive reasoning. So having premises, statements, then conclusion or inference. So ito yung pag-aaralan natin sa logical reasoning. So um, meron tayong tatlong before tayo mag-start sa mga example kasi ang best way to study this is through example. But before that, pag-aralan muna natin ano yung mga basic forms and elements ng logical reasoning. So, yung number one, yung tinatawag natin na syllogism or yung assumed premises. Basically, meron kang given premises, at least one, two premises, then meron kang na hinahanap na conclusion. Halimbawa, ano yung example nito para mas madali mag-gets? All humans are mortal, and then Socrates is a human, so hence Socrates is mortal. Okay naman yung connection, naririnig niyo ako ngayon. Parang nag-notify sa akin yung software na nag-lag. Ayan. Okay naman, class? Rinig naman? Just to check. Ayan, kasi nag-notify sa akin yung software na may connection problem. Yan. So, ito yung unang form na usually na-encounter natin yung mga syllogism or meron kang mga given or assumed premises. So, sa halimbawa dito, meron kang premise na all humans are mortal. Then another premise, Socrates is a human. So, ano yung pwede nating i-conclude? Hence, based dun sa premises natin, all humans are mortal, Socrates is a human, pwede natin i-conclude na Socrates is mortal. So, yun yung mga type ng question. Ito yung simple example natin ng syllogism. So, meron kang premises, these two premises, then meron kang conclusion. Okay? Meron din tayong mga pwedeng ma-encounter na conditional statements sa logical reasoning. So, other than karamihan ng examples natin more on syllogism, but meron din minsan na conditional statements. Conditional statements ito yung mas commonly na encounter nyo na na daily. Like, meron kang hypothesis or conclusion. Usually, ang structure nito is if, then. For example, if it rains, then the ground will be wet. So, meron kang condition, if it rains, then the ground will be wet. So, meron kang if-then na structure. So, conditional statements. Meron ding elements minsan tayo na mga ginagamit. So, ito yung mga common elements sa mga logical reasoning. And, or not. Itong tatlong common elements. Ano yung, pag sinabing and, ibig sabihin both nung sinabi na statement is true. Tama sila pareho. Pag sinabing or, at least one of the statements yung true. Pag sinabing not, yung statement is ninenegate niya. Kumbaga, not for example, Socrates is not a human. So, ninenegate niya lang yung statement na Socrates is a human. Okay? So, yun yung mga kailangan nyo lang tandaan. Pero, eto mga ano lang to, mga basic familiarization. Pero, mas importante yung mga examples dito on how we apply yung syllogism. Then, conditional statements later on ma-encounter natin, pati yung logical connectives. Okay? So, ayan, example natin na, before we go, ang common questions lang dito sa logical reasoning, most commonly, inference or conclusion based sa premises, what can you conclude? Based sa information given, what can you conclude? Or true or false. given the statements, can we identify if this statement is true or false, or which of the choices is true or false? So parang ganun yung mga type ng question. So, first example, easy lang muna tayo. Ayan. If all H are J and all J are K, what can we conclude? Yeah. So may usually gagamitan natin 'to ng mga letters muna, then later magagamit tayo ng real examples. Pero in the exam, you could encounter either letters or variables, any variables or real examples. For like for example, if all noun and then are another noun, another example. But this one mas madali sa logical reasoning if gumamit kayo ng letters or variables muna bago yung real example. So, uh, if all H are J and all J are K, what can we conclude? So, ito yung choices natin. So, ang tip sa logical reasoning is i-drawing nyo yung problem. Kapag nag-start na kayo malito, i-drawing nyo lang yung problem. So, this one is easy. So, kind of straightforward. But i-drawing natin yung problem. So, meron tayo all H are J. So, meaning, lahat ng H are J within, yan, the J. So, ito yung J. So, all H are J and all J are K. So, paano natin i-drawing yan? All J are K, ibig sabihin, lahat ng J, yung buong J, nasa loob ng K. Okay? So, therefore, ang pwede natin ma-conclude dito, pwede ba natin ma-conclude yung all J are K? Actually, hindi siya conclusion kasi premise siya eh. Binigay na siya sa atin yung A eh. Kumbaga, we don't need to conclude it. It's already given that all J are K. So, i-cross out natin to, yung all J are K. Kasi given na siya. So, hindi siya yung i-conclude na, hindi siya conclusion. Tapos, no H are K. We know that this is incorrect. No H are K. Kasi alam natin from the drawing na lahat ng H nasa loob ng K. So, that's why we know yung C is correct. All H are K. So, lahat ng H nasa loob din ng K. So, the correct answer is letter C. So, yun yung mga types ng problems na isa-solve natin sa Sciology. So, pahirap lang ng pahirap. But same concept, kapag nalito kayo, drawing nyo lang and apply nyo lang yung mga statements, conditional statements, or yung premises and yung mga connectives na pinag-aralan natin kanina, and, or some, all. Apply nyo lang yun. Then, i-draw sa drawing. Then, you could analyze the problem. Okay? Next tayo. So, tama. C yung una. Ngayon, medium. So, next example, medium. If all A are B and no B are C, what can we conclude? If all A are B and no B are C, what can we conclude? So, again, gawin natin dito, maglagay lang tayo mag-drawing tayo para mas magdali natin mag-gets yung problem. So, kung nag-start na kayo malito, draw nyo muna. Pero ito may relatively straightforward to kasi medium pa lang tayo. Pero drawing pa rin natin. So, all A are B. All A are B. So, lahat ng A nasa loob ng B. Right? All A are B. Tapos yung second statement natin, yung second premise, no B are C. Ibig sabihin, walang overlap si B at si C, right? No BRC. So, walang overlap between B and C. So, paano natin i-drawing yan? Drawing natin sa labas. No BRC, right? Kasi wala dapat overlap si B and C. So, nasa labas na to, si C. So, ano yung pwede natin makonclude dito sa pag tinignan natin yung drawing natin? All BRC is already incorrect na tong A, automatic kasi sabi nga no BRC. So, imposible na all BRC. Yung statement natin, no BRC. Some BRC, letter B, incorrect din kasi sabi na sa atin no BRC. So, some BRC is already incorrect. So, wala silang overlap. So, kaya walang some. Meron ka lang some kapag meron kang overlap. So, some A are C. We know letter C is incorrect. Tama? Kasi if yung sum A are C, sabi natin lahat ng A are B, nasa loob ng B. And sabi rin natin, walang B na C, walang overlap si B and C. Ibig sabihin, hindi pwedeng magkaroon ng overlap si A and si C kasi lahat ng A nasa loob ng B. So hindi pwede mag-overlap si A and C. So mali yung C. Hindi sila pwede mag-overlap. Some A are C kasi lahat hindi pwede mag-overlap si B and C eh. So lahat ng A nasa B. So mali na yung C. And then finally, so tama ba itong check natin? Tama. No A or C. Tama. Kasi hindi nag-overlap si A at si C. Magka-separate sila. So, yun yung correct answer. So, no A, R, C. So, again, pag nalito kayo, i-drawing nyo lang yung mga possibilities. Mas madali siya i-analyze, especially pag naging complicated na yung logic problem, mas madali siya i-analyze kapag din-drawing nyo. Not necessarily rectangles or kahit anong drawing na circular and so on. Mas madali lang i-demonstrate dito is using rectangles. Okay? Question dito sa problem. Mas dumilinaw, no, kapag din-drawing nyo yung problem. Minsan, pag puro mental lang, minsan nakakalito kapag purely mental lang yung sa logic problem. So, I highly advise drawing yung problem. Question. Okay? Punta tayo sa next example. Ito, hard example. Yan. Yan. Thank you. So, punta tayo sa next example, hard example. All P are Q. And then next statement, premise natin is some R are Q. Which of the following is or are true? So, ito yung choices natin. All P are Q, some R are Q. Ano yung pwede natin i-conclude? So, gawin na natin same approach, drawing natin. So, all P are Q. So, lahat ng P ilalagay natin sa loob ng Q. Tama? Tapos, ano pa yung sabi natin? Some R are Q. So, ibig sabihin may overlap si R and si Q. So, lagay natin dito si R saka si Q. Yan, may overlap sila. So, ang question sa atin, which of the following statement is or are true? Right? Pag sinabing which of the following statement is or true, ibig sabihin yan, lagi siyang tama, lagi siyang true, right? Pag tinignan nyo, eto lang ba yung, pag sinunod natin tong statement na to, ito lang ba yung possibility na drawing? Or may iba pang drawing na tayo pwedeng gawin? Isipin nyo, dito sa all PRQ, then some RQ, ito lang ba yung pwedeng drawing natin na gawin? Actually, isipin nyo, pwede rin natin gawin, valid pa rin itong dalawang statement na meron tayong Q, tapos meron tayong P, di ba? So, all PR, Q. What if yung R natin nandito, may overlap sa P? Valid pa rin. Some R are Q. Right? Some R are Q. Tapos meron tayong overlap sa P. Pwede mangyari to, di ba? Hindi naman sinabi sa atin na wala namang binigay na premise na no PRR. Hindi yun binigay sa atin. Hindi sinabi sa atin. Right? So, hindi natin sure kung may overlap ba yung P sa R o wala. Tama? Hindi natin alam kasi hindi siya binigay as a premise. Hindi natin pwede assume na wala silang overlap. Hindi rin natin pwede assume na may overlap si P and si R. Hindi natin alam kung may overlap ba siya or wala kasi not enough yung statement to indicate between the relationship of P and R. Kasi pwedeng wala silang overlap, pwedeng merong overlap. Valid pa rin itong dalawa natin na all P are Q, some R are Q. So, given the two scenarios, so ibig sabihin si A, hindi natin alam, eto tama si A, no PRR. Tama siya kung tinitingnan mo yung left na image, right? Pero sabi nga natin, hindi natin sure kung yung left ba or yung right? Kasi pareho silang pwede, yung left and right image. So, hindi natin masasabi na true si A. Kasi hindi enough yung information to say that this is 100% true, yung letter A. Right? So, no PRR, hindi enough kasi potentially pwede rin itong image na nasa right natin. Tapos some PRR, ito yung letter B, some PRR, pwede ba natin sabihin? Based dito sa right, pwede, pero hindi natin sure kasi kung yung left or right, ganun din, parang sa A, hindi natin sure kung yung ibang P ba ay R, some PRR, or wala silang overlap. Hindi natin alam. Hindi natin masasabi kasi may dalawa kang potential na drawing na hindi ka sure. So, hindi tayo 100% sure na true yun. So, cross out natin si A and B. And kung titignan nyo naman, yung letter D muna, tignan natin. Letter D, kung makikita nyo, letter D, directly kahit wala tayong i-drawing, pwede natin i-cross out to eh. Kasi no Q or P, sabi nga sa statement natin, all P are Q. So, ibig sabihin, lahat ng P nasa loob ng Q. Pero, so hindi natin pwede sabihin na no Q or P. Kasi yung lahat ng P nasa loob ng Q. All of them are inside Q. So, definitely merong Q na mga P. May overlap yung dalawa. So, ang pwede na lang natin dito is C. Check natin, pwede ba yung C, some Q R R. So, yung sa statement natin, some R are Q. Actually, this is just reversing it. Some R are Q, some Q are R. So, equivalent statement lang sila. So, definitely, letter C is true. So, ito lang yung 100% true sa choice. Again, hinahanap nyo ano yung 100% true. Unless the question states, which of the following could be true? Pag could be true, pwede siyang maging valid. Pero kung hindi sinabing could be true or pag sinabing which of the following is true, ang ibig sabihin ng question, 100% true dapat yung statement na yun. So, mali si A and B. Pero kung ang tinanong sa atin dito, which of the following statements could be true, valid din si A, si B, and si C. So, valid din si A, si B kung ang tinanong could be true. Pero pag sinabing which of the following is true, 100% dapat true yon. Okay? Question. Question dito sa drawings. Yeah? Na-practice nyo ba kasi itong logical reasoning, so meron tayong mga free examples sa app na meron din mga drawing, then meron din mga iba na sa premium, maraming drawing practice nito doon. So, ang technique dito sa logical reasoning, mag-practice lang kayo ng mga questions and i-drawing siya. So, dun sa trial questions, meron dong mga drawing din. Okay? And kung gusto niyo ng mas maraming examples na may drawing, dun meron sa mga premium questions, marami dong may drawing. Pero pwede rin naman kayo sa ibang sources, marami ring pwede niyo i-drawing yung mga problems. Okay? All right. Okay, punta tayo sa next question. Yan. Hard question tayo ulit. Yeah. Yes, kailangan 100% sure yung yung sa yung sa true pag sinabing which of the following is true. Next question is logical reasoning. Hard example. No D are R. Some R are P. What can we say about D and P? Ayan. No D are R. Some R are P. What can we say about D and P? So ito yung mga choices natin. So, ang ginagawa ko usually, hindi ko muna tinitignan yung choices, then isipin ko ano yung pwedeng i-analyze ko muna siya bago ko tignan yung choices, yung ginagawa ko sa logical reasoning. Kasi minsan, malilito kayo pag tinignan nyo agad yung choices. So, isipin nyo muna siya, then kung medyo nakakalito, i-draw nyo siya bago kayo pumunta sa choices. Kasi may tendency na pag tinignan nyo yung choices, malilito kayo. So, at least for my style is not looking at the choices first sa logical reasoning kung hindi ko ma-conclude straightforward. Kasi kung mental, kung tingin kaya ko naman i-mental, then diretso na ako sa choices after. Kung medyo hindi ko siya ma-mental, i-drawing ko siya. So in this case, i-drawing natin to. No DRR, so i-drawing natin, magkahiwalay. No DRR. So walang overlap between D and R, right? So what's the next? Some R are P. So some R are P. So ibig sabihin, may overlap yung R and P. So do you see R and P? Yan, may overlap sila. Yan. Ito yung pwede nating drawing. So no DRR, right? Pagkahiwalay sila. Then some R are P. Yan. Okay? What can we say about D and P? Ito yung tanong. Isipin nyo, ito lang ba yung pwede nating i-drawing based sa dalawang statement natin? No DRR, some R or P. Ito lang ba yung pwedeng drawing natin? Ito lang ba? Tingin nyo. So, since hard problem to, usually, hindi lang ito yung pwedeng scenario natin. Kasi, isipin nyo, ito yung una nating drawing, di ba? No DRR, some R or P. What if some R or P, some R or P valid pa rin to, then, yung D natin, may overlap sa P. What if ganyan? Right? Valid pa rin. Tama yung una. No DRR. Wala pa rin overlap yung D sa R. Pero si P sa kasi D may overlap. Tama? Pwede rin to, di ba? Pwede rin tong scenario na to. Na no DRP. Some DRP na may overlap sila. Pwedeng walang overlap. Pero valid pa rin. No DRR. Walang overlap yan. Tapos may overlap si R sa si P. So, pwedeng ganyan. Tama? Pwede pag din-drawing natin. So, hindi lang ito yung pwede. Pwede rin na no DRR. Ganyan, naka-overlap. Tapos, yan, pwede itong overlap na to. Ano, ito na lang ba yung pwede? Actually, may isa pa tayong pwedeng drawing eh. Isipin nyo, pwede rin na, what if lahat ng D nasa loob ni P? Pwede ba yan? Valid ba tong drawing na to? Isipin natin. Valid ba tong drawing na to, yung pangatlo? Isipin nyo. Meron ba tayong na-violate na statement dito? Sa dalawang statement? Sige, check natin sa chat. Valid ba tong pangatlong drawing? May na-violate ba tayo na... Kung wala tayong na-violate na statement dito, ibig sabihin, valid yan. So, yeah. So, una, no DRR. So, dapat walang overlap si D at si R. Okay, valid. Pwede. Tapos, some R or P. So, dapat may overlap si R at si P. Valid din. So, pwede. Pwede yung drawing natin, right? Wala tayong na-violate na statement dito sa mga premises natin. So, pwede natin gamitin itong, ibig sabihin, valid din itong drawing na to. So, all in all, itong tatlong drawing na to, walang na-violate na statement sa premises. So, lahat sila valid actually. Lahat sila pwedeng scenarios. So, ito yung dami nating ngayong scenario, dami nating potential scenario, daming choices, dami nating pwedeng pagpilian. Now, tignan natin yung choices. What can we say about D and P? Right? Ano yung pwede natin ma-conclude dun sa about D and P? So, letter A, no DRP. Pwede ba natin ma-conclude yung A? Isipin nyo, no DRP, letter A, hindi natin to pwede ma-conclude kasi nga, kung tinignan nyo lang tong una, kung nag-drawing kayo, yung una lang yun na i-drawing nyo, pwede nyo sabihin, okay, no DRP. Pero isipin nyo, meron pang ibang possibilities na drawing, right? Kasi pag nag-drawing kayo, isipin nyo, after nyo mag-drawing, ito lang ba yung pwedeng drawing? So, hindi natin pwede ma-conclude na no DRP kasi pwedeng walang no DRP, pero pwede rin silang may overlap and in fact, pwedeng lahat ng D ay nasa loob ng P. So, mali na yung A na no DRP. Letter B, all DRP. Pwede ba natin ma-conclude na all DRP? Kung tinitingnan nyo lang itong pangatlong scenario natin, pwede nyo i-conclude yun. Pero, marami tayong pwedeng scenarios. Pwedeng nasa loob siya lahat, pwedeng may slight overlap lang, or pwedeng walang overlap. So, hindi rin pwede yung hindi rin pwede yung letter B. Okay? Ano pa yung pwede nating So, letter C, some DRP. Pwede ba natin i-conclude yan? Some DRP? Kung tinitignan nyo lang itong pangalawa sa pangatlong drawing, pwede na some DRP. Pero meron pa tayong scenario na walang overlap si DNCP, right? So, hindi natin pwede i-conclude si letter C. Kasi dito, okay, some DRP pwede sa isang possibility natin dito. And dito, some DRP, pwede yan kasi some DRP. And in fact, all of the D are P. So, pwede. Pero, pag tinignan nyo yung unang drawing natin, pwede rin kasi na walang overlap si DNP. So, hindi na to 100% true yung some DRP. Hindi na siya 100% true. So, ano lang yung pwede nating sabihin? So, isa na lang yung sa iwan. So, ito na yung answer. Pero isipin natin, some D could be P. So, meron siyang could. So, meron siyang meron siyang could na, ibig sabihin, pwedeng yung ibang D ay P, pero pwede rin na wala silang overlap. Right? Pwedeng may overlap sila, or pwedeng walang overlap. Ito may overlap, fully overlapping sila, di ba? Ito, may konting overlap, or pwede rin na wala. So, tama si letter D. Some D could be P. Okay? Alright? So, ito hard problem to eh. Right? Okay tayo dito sa example. So, letter D lang yung pwede nating sabihin. Siya lang yung 100% true. So, itong tatlo, could be true lang yan. Hindi sila 100% true all the time. So, kailangan nyo 100% all the time. Okay? Okay? Ngayon, tignan natin itong question. Wala pa bang question kung nasang floor yung... Yeah. So, meron tayong real world example ito. Yung next natin. Etong example na to, exactly the same logic. DR, yung exactly kung ano yung dinrawing natin, pero lagyan natin ng real life na example. So instead of just D, dolphins, no dolphins are reptiles. Kasi dolphins are mammals. So no dolphins or reptiles are. And some reptiles are pets. So meron kong lizard na pets or snake na pets, right? Some are RP, yung kanina natin. Some reptiles are pets. So what can we say about D, dolphins, and pets? Ito yung choices natin. So, una, no dolphins are pets. Pwede ba natin sabihin yan? So, yung drawing natin kanina, kung makikita nyo, kung yung drawing natin kanina, valid pa rin. So, pwedeng may overlap, pwedeng walang overlap yung dolphins and pets. Yung pets and reptiles may overlap. May mga reptiles, may mga pet na reptiles. And pwede na lahat ng dolphin, hindi sila pets. Or pwede rin naman na may mga ibang dolphins na pets. Right? Tapos pwede rin naman na, pwede rin natin sabihin na lahat ng dolphins pets. Although we know in real world na ito ay incorrect. Pero ang importante sa logical reasoning, isang importanteng note is hindi nyo dapat i-take into account, hindi kayo mag-assume ano yung alam nyo from the real world. Ang kailangan reference nyo lang ano yung given na statements. Doon lang kayo magbabase kung ano yung pwede nyo i-conclude. Okay? So, alam natin na letter A, no dolphins are pets. Alam natin na ito incorrect kasi alam natin na pwede ka magkaroon ng overlap. Pwede yung ibang dolphins, pwede maging pets. So, alam natin na A is incorrect. All dolphins are pets. So, hindi natin pwede sabihin na all dolphins are pets kasi pwede nga na wala silang overlap. Pwedeng lahat ng dolphins, hindi sila pets or may konting overlap. So, kung isipin nyo, between the three scenarios, Some dolphins are pets. Ito yung most likely na real world, right? Kasi may mga dolphins sa wild, may mga dolphins na pets. So ito yung most likely real world scenario, yung second drawing natin. But pero hindi necessarily na invalid na yung first and yung third na drawing natin. Valid pa rin yung first and third drawings natin. So hindi lang siya hindi lang siya likely in the real world. Pero again, ang reference lang natin sa logical reasoning, ano yung nasa question, nasa paper. Hindi tayo magre-refer sa real world. Kung ano yung statement na binigay sa atin, yun lang yung basis natin sa pag-evaluate ng argument or ng reasoning. Okay? So here, ang conclusion natin, some dolphins could be pets. So, yung similar sa kanina, some D could be P. So, yun lang yung pwede natin i-conclude dito sa statements natin. So, minsan kapag mas mahirap minsan kapag ginagamit nyo yung real world na about dolphins, reptiles. Minsan mas madali na i-convert nyo lang sa letter, DR, RP. Minsan mas madali siya i-analyze that way. Minsan naman mas madali siya, may mga problems na mas madali i-analyze kapag straightforward. Pero ang tendency lang doon, hindi dapat kayo malito ano yung personal knowledge versus yung ano yung statement na nandun lang sa question versus ano yung assumption nyo, ano yung dinadala nyo na assumption based sa real world knowledge nyo. Okay? Question dito sa example natin. Right? Sige, next example tayo. Hard example ulit. Ito, ano na tayo? Actual words. Gamitin natin yung real world. All musicians are creative. Some thieves are musicians. So what can we conclude? Right? So isipin nyo, all musicians are creative. Some thieves are musicians. So what can we conclude? Tingnan natin yung isipin nyo. Straightforward ba siya? Actually, hindi siya ganun ka straightforward. So tingnan natin yung choices. Ayan. So hindi siya ganun ka straightforward. I-drawing muna natin bago natin i-evaluate yung choices one by one. So, unang, all musicians are creative. So, lagay natin sa loob ng all musicians are creative. So, lahat ng musicians nasa loob ng creative box. And then, some thieves are musicians. So, ibig sabihin, paano natin i-draw? Some thieves are musicians. So, may overlap sila. Right? May overlap sila. Tapos, sabi natin yung creative are lahat ng musicians are creative. Balik natin yung kanina natin na drawing the box. So, ito yung pangalawang statement, some thieves are musicians. Yung first statement natin kanina is ganito, all musicians are creative. So, ito yung potential na drawing natin. Right? Okay? Meron pa bang ibang possibility na drawing natin dito? Meron pa bang potential drawing? Actually, pwede rin natin na may potential, isa pang potential drawing dito is what if lahat ng thieves nasa loob ng creative, right? What if ganyan? Valid ba tong drawing na to? Valid ba siya? Check natin kung may na-violate siya na statement, hindi siya valid. Kung wala siyang na-violate na statement, valid siya. So, all musicians are creative. Yep, valid. Tama. Lahat ng musicians nasa loob ng creative. And then, yung next statement, some thieves are musicians. So, may overlap dapat yung thieves and musician. Yes, may overlap sila. So walang na-violate na statement. So, valid pa rin tong drawing natin na nasa right. So, valid yung dalawang drawing natin. Ano ngayon yung choice na correct? So, meron tayong all thieves are creative. alam ba natin to for sure? Potentially, ito could be true, yung letter A, pero hindi siya 100% true. We cannot conclude it kasi yung dinrawing natin dito sa right, all thieves are creative, pwede yan. Right? Pero hindi siya 100% true kasi pwede rin na may mga ibang thieves na hindi creative dito sa left. Yan. So, hindi natin mako-conclude definitively 100% true yung A. Potentially true siya pero hindi siya 100% true. Letter B, some musicians are not creative. Actually, yung letter B, some musicians are not creative, definitely false kasi alam natin na all musicians are creative. Yun yung statement natin. So, lahat ng musicians create nasa loob ng creative. So, definitely false yung B. Some musicians are not creative. Definitely not true based sa statement natin na all musicians are creative. Letter C, some creative people are thieves. And letter D, all creative people are thieves. So, pwede ba natin, yung D actually, isipin nyo, mas madali itong i-eliminate. All creative people are thieves. Hindi natin sure yan, right? Kasi, hindi natin sure yung all creative people are thieves. Some of them could be, some of them, pwedeng may overlap sila konti, and pwede nga dito sa, pag tinignan nyo lang yung image natin sa left na, pwedeng may part na hindi nag-overlap, yung creative at thieves. So, hindi na valid itong all creative people are thieves. So, mali yung D. So, yan, okay? So, hindi natin sure, hindi ito definitive na lahat ng creative ay thieves kasi pwedeng meron silang part na hindi nag-overlap kagaya dito. May part na nag-overlap sa creative, sa kayong thieves, pero may part na hindi nag-overlap. Itong nasa labas ng creative. So finally, some creative people are thieves. This is what we could conclude. Tama ba? Valid ba to sa dalawang drawing? Okay, some creative people are thieves. Yan, may slight overlap dito. Tingnan natin kung valid din siya sa pangalawang drawing natin. Sa pangalawang drawing natin, some creative people are thieves. May overlap sila. Actually, lahat ng thieves nasa loob ng creative. So, valid pa rin tong some creative people are thieves. May overlap sila. As long as may overlap, valid itong statement. So, pag tinignan natin, itong statement na to, valid siya sa dalawang drawing natin. May overlap yung thieves sa creative dito. May overlap yung thieves sa creative sa pangalawang drawing. So, definitely, yung tama lang dito is yung letter C. Sila lang yung letter C lang yung definitive. Okay? Questions? Questions? So, practice lang kayo sa logic, pag-drawing, and then eliminate yung answers. So, read the statements. So, to summarize, basahin nyo yung statements na given, then maggawa kayo ng drawing, then isipin nyo, ano pa ba yung potential na drawing na, ano ba yung potential scenarios ng drawing? Baka hindi ko na may na-miss ako sa drawing ko. And para i-validate kung valid ba yung drawing na yon, tignan nyo lang kung may nababiolate ba na statement. Kung walang nababiolate na statement na given, ibig sabihin valid yung drawing. So once you know the drawing, nakita nyo na visually ano yung mga scenarios, ma-evaluate nyo na isa-isa yung mga choice kung alin yung 100% true or alin yung mga could be true, alin yung false based sa scenarios na i-drawing nyo. Okay? Yan lang yung sa logical reasoning.